All right, guys, it's Monday, and as promised, we are gonna film everything from here on. So this is the first night that we're gonna tackle this project. As I said previously, we're gonna put this LS in. I'm gonna try to get the motor out by tomorrow and then have this one in by the end of the week. Just because I got a couple things I want to do to my car, and I'm working overtime at work right now, so it's gonna be hard to find time. I'm gonna have a lot of late nights out here as usual. So Skylar will be here in probably the next minute. Tonight we're gonna take the transmission out of this because Lewis is picking it up early in the morning, and he's gonna take it over to Bob's to have him rebuild it, put some better parts in it, make it a little stronger, and everybody will be happy. So yeah, let's get to it. All right, so Skylar's here. An old familiar face over there. Oh yeah. So, like I said, we're gonna take the trans out tonight. Kind of ran into our first problem, if you will. It's not really a problem, but basically the flange that connects the, like, your header flange to your regular exhaust, the 3-bolt flange. The guy who did the exhaust welded the bolts so you can't undo the nuts, which is kind of weird. So what I'm going to try to do real quick, I'm going to try to just break those bolts loose. If it doesn't work out, then we're going to do it kind of the other way, where we're going to pull the motor. We're going to pull the motor first, leave the trans in, and then end up dropping the whole exhaust. So we'll see if we can do that. I mean, we have a couple options, but first we're going to get under there and see if we can break those bolts.
Oh, no, you're good.
All right, so it worked out kind of good, guys, because as soon as I ended that other video, Lewis messaged me and said, do not worry about taking the exhaust off in one piece. And that's exactly what happened. We ended up cutting it. So exhaust is off, crisis averted. So now I'm gonna get up under there. He still has, so he's got a TH350 in this car. He has the stock torque arm, and it's got a bracket attached to the transmission. So I think there's 3 bolts holding it together. We're gonna get under there, we're gonna undo those bolts, we're gonna undo the speedo cable, we're gonna take the drive shaft out, and then, yeah, what else? Oh, we're gonna take the starter off, take torque converter bolts out, trans bolts, and then pull this trans. We're gonna try to pull this trans tonight, we'll see. What time is it right now? Is it late?
It's like a little after, probably 9:30.
9:30? It's early, so. But no, we're gonna bust this out real quick and see if we can get this out tonight. All right, y'all. Got the drive shaft out. Skylar is finishing up the motor stuff. Skylar, why don't you tell him what you did, bud?
I cut this tray thing.
The tray thing. All right. So
I'm not car savvy.
So this is LS1 F-body, like a 2002 F-body pan, like off a Camaro or a Trans Am. So the stock 5.3 windage tray actually hits right here. We did the same thing to my car. You just have to cut basically the front part of the windage tray off, just so it will clear. But now that's cut, should be ready to go. We actually have a new, yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, and look at the bolts, so it's still sturdy, or the bolt holes. But and we actually have a new oil pump for this, so Skylar's gonna bust that out next after he makes sure the pan clears and everything, and that'll be good to go. What do I gotta do right now? Right now I'm gonna take the starter out and then torque converter bolts. Yeah, boy. All right, so there's the old pump. Now there was nothing wrong with the old pump, but I figured while we're in here, just replace it with a new one. Why not? All good. What's the torque spec on that, Skylar?
Whatever we say it is.
Nice. I think it's like 18 newts or something, but come on, guys. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be an A+ student in this garage.
Why not?
Because then we'd have really nice stuff. I feel like.
I mean, all our stuff.
We'd have a lot of money in here, which, I mean, Ricardo's is the most expensive thing in here. No, but it's all good. This, I think this pump was like $50 at AutoZone or something like that. You'll have to ask Lewis on that one. But yeah. So now that that's on, Skylar he's gonna put the new pickup tube in. to clear for the new pan. Put the pan on, and this motor is pretty much, well, we gotta put the timing cover on and stuff, and a balancer. But this motor is gonna be ready to drop in a couple days, so all good stuff.
What's up?
So, it's the next day. We did not get the trans out last night, but that's all right. It's some other things we had to disconnect and whatnot, and trying to be careful with the trans lines, so it's all good. But Skylar's here. We're eating dinner real quick, then we're gonna knock this trans out. And then, if all goes good there, we're gonna start disconnecting everything around the motor so we can get that ready to pull. So it's Tuesday. I think I went over the plan last week. The goal is to try to get the 5.3 in by this weekend.
Yep.
We'll see. Well, no, we won't see. We're gonna make it happen one way or the other. So what I have to do before we do that, though, is I have to get some fittings from Menards for the turbo drain, because we're gonna do the same setup as me and Skylar. So I'll show you right now. We're gonna do this guy right here. Just drill the hole, put this 90 fitting in, and it works good. Dash 10 will screw right onto it. And yeah, all is good. So we got his timing converter out. Right, yeah, I'll stop by Menards tomorrow. We'll drill the hole for that, and we'll get that done. Ain't nothing but a thing. So yeah, drain some fluids and get this going.
Get it lined up.
What you doing, Skylar?
Whole lot of nothing. Like usual. I'm slacking off.
Look at this. Going?
Going.
Turning the motor.
Not yet, but we'll be shortly. Make sure I have all this stuff. I'm sorry.
All the junk.
Sorry, Lewis. We lost her today.
I should have sent him that picture. All right, guys. Well, we got the trains out. Made an absolute mess in the garage, as usual. But all is good. So Lewis is gonna pick that up in the morning. It's a little dark, so I don't know if we'll be able to see. But well, just flip you. All right, I'm not even gonna attempt to walk around this transmission because it's too dark. But trans is out, guys. So we're gonna clean up. We're gonna push the car back in, and yeah. I think I just want to organize tonight. I don't think I'm gonna get any more of the motor taken apart, because honestly, we were looking for tools all night because it's a mess, and yeah, we really need to organize. So that's what we're doing. So until tomorrow. What's up, y'all? It's Wednesday already. So tackling this tonight. Again, ooh, got coolant in the cut. That sucks. All right, so Skylar's not here tonight, but he'll be back tomorrow. Got a few more things to button up on this to get it ready to pull. I'm either gonna pull it tonight if I get as far as I want, or might just wait till Skylar gets here, because the only thing I'm concerned about pulling it by myself, my cherry picker likes to hit the front of these cars, and as you can see, this one's very nice. I don't care if it hits my car, but might just wait so he can be an extra, you know, put a cloth in there so we don't scratch it. But trans already out, so it should be easy to just get everything else kind of cleaned up around it. Coolant's already drained. Got to undo the fuel lines next. That's not gonna be a big deal though, because he's got a mechanical fuel pump in this. Yeah, so it should be simple. Yeah, I'm gonna get to it. All right, so radiator out, got the carb off. Honestly, everything else is disconnected. The fuel lines, this is attached to the pump, which will go with the motor here, so not a big deal to keep that on. Everything else is ready. We just got to undo the motor mounts. I'm going to try to pull the motor with the headers attached. It looks like they'll clear. We shall see. I'm going to tackle these mounts, and I don't know if I'm going to call it a night after that. If they're not too much of a biatch, then we'll get that cherry picker in here and hook it up. All right, guys, so a little after 10 o'clock, and we got the motor out. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So that'll just give us a jump start on tomorrow. Didn't go to the store today, so I'm going to do that after work tomorrow to get his turbo drain fitting. so we can put in his timing cover. After that, it's just clean up the engine bay, spray it. Gonna do the same thing I did to mine. We're just gonna put a few coats of black on and then clear it, just so it looks a little better. And honestly, it'll be ready to put the LS in. So very excited to do this project. Yeah, it's going easy so far. So knock on metal, don't jinx it. Yeah. So we'll do some straightening up as well, because as usual, we made another mess. But yeah, we'll catch you later. So Sunday night, we got Lewis's motor pretty much ready to go in the car. So, whoa, almost went down. So here's his motor. I just put the alternator and power steering bracket on, put the water pump on, and right here is where I put his turbo drain fitting. So, oh, and right here. This is where his turbo feed is gonna be at. This is stock. We just tap this in, and then you can run your turbo line from there. Boom, goes to the top of your turbo feed. So yeah. Other than that, she is pretty much ready. Still gotta clean up a little bit, but we'll do that later. Yeah. So hopefully tomorrow, guys, we will see. I also have to put the motor mount brackets in, the new ones. So these are the same ones I have for my car, and these actually go on the subframe of the car. So you take the old clamshells out, and that goes to the subframe. And then I have just stock LS1 clamshells that will go to the motor. Drop it in, lines up good. Same setup I have on mine, and it works out very well. Super cheap. I think those mounts were like 60 bucks shipped or something like that. So all is good. And we got the transmission back from Bob's shop. So this is all ready to go. It's got redline clutches in it now, so it'll be able to hold some power. This is a new converter he got. I believe it's a 3200 stall. And I forget who it's by. I don't know where this is from. I'll have to ask him. But yeah, so what I like about this is just everything is getting done. We're not waiting on parts. It's going. So yeah, guys, we'll tackle this again tomorrow. All right, boys and girls, Skylar's here, and we're putting this motor in tonight. That is our goal. We cleaned up the shop last night. All our tools are organized, good to go. So the only thing we need to do is tackle these mounts. So on this car, I believe I said before, but I'm just gonna run over it again real quick. These go on the actual subframe of the car instead of the motor. So these are gonna go on the subframe, and then I got these stock 410, just really LS mounts, or like 2002 Camaro mounts, and then these will go right like this. Sorry. So right like that, and then it'll drop right in. Same as my car. So let's see. We're gonna take the hood off right now, get that out of the way. And then, yeah, mounts. We also have to put this adapter on. So this is for the torque converter. That little neck in the middle there will allow an old school torque converter to fit in right, which this car is getting this built Turbo 350. Yep. Oh, and Skylar got his trans. He got a Turbo 400. Yeah, and it was on his birthday. What? Moving up. So now we all have 400s. I mean, besides Lewis, but me, you, and Ricardo have 400s now. Sweet, that'll make parts easy. Or if we blow one up at the track, we can swap it out real quick.
Yeah, I'll just take everything from Eric's.
Just right there. Hell yeah.
That's mean.
Hell, that's mean. No, that's all right. So actually, speaking of Eric, we're gonna call him. So we're gonna get to work, and yeah, let's roll. Okay, so sorry about the lighting. Still haven't taken the hood off yet, but we got the passenger side mount on. So you can see there's the old stock one. And now for the LS, it sets back a little bit, and there it is. So we just gotta do this side. It was kind of I mean, it looks like a pain in the butt, and I mean, let's be honest, it's kind of a pain in the butt, but I mean,
ain't no thing.
Yeah, nothing but a thing. So we're gonna knock out the other side real quick. Okay, guys, so mounts are in. Got his hood off. So we are ready to drop this motor in. Oh yeah. So the reason these suck to do is because they got a nut on the bottom of them, and there's nowhere to, there's like no space to get your hands in there or anything. So you gotta come up with some MacGyver crap. Use a cut in half ratcheting 15 and a swivel. It's a lot of fun. But, it wasn't too bad with 2 people. So all right, let's get it. All right, Skyler, what did we do?
Got the freaking motor in. That's what we got. That's what we did.
We got it in, guys. We were on ultimate struggle bus with this mount, man. We got, so for starters, this cherry picker, if you have it, like if you're lowering the motor down, this wants to hit the front bumper. And as you can see, we do not want to scratch this at all. So what we did, we put a couple shipping blankets in between so it wouldn't mess it up. And we finally got the cherry picker off, and this bolt started, but this rubber was just all kind of bound up. So for the last, what, half hour or so, yeah, we're messing with that. No big deal. Little hiccups, you're gonna have those.
There's no problems, just solutions.
Right. But it's in, guys. So that is gonna wrap it up for tonight and probably this video. We're gonna do some cleanup and yeah, start getting this thing ready. We will catch you later.